That bench looks mighty comfy. It's nice to be able to sit down and rest my feet for a while. You know, sitting here gets a guy to thinking. Life is like pillaging a trading vessel bound for Jamestown. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, that's enough rest for me. Hey, stop that! Ooh, that's not a pretty sight. It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles. I'll just take one. This is a very pink and very feminine looking perfume.
Yes, that is L'Eau de la Fleur, the perfect perfume for the most feminine of ladies, or the least masculine of males.
That's a nice blue hue.
'Tis the smell of the sea in a bottle.
This perfume has a neat stripe running through it.
Oh, that's new candy cane perfume. It smells nice, and it's edible.
No. Looks too exotic to me. No. Looks too exotic to me. It's a full bottle of perfume. Hey, stop that! Whew! This stand is excessively odoriferous. Be glad this game doesn't have support for smell generation. Wow, what a plethora of colors in this bottle.
Oh, yes, a breakthrough in scent technology. This is called Mutt, a well-adjusted combination of every essence known to pirate man.
Ick. Hey, stop that! What's with all the spritzing, mate?
Welcome to Scents and Sensibilities, where subtle fragrances from exotic lands transport you to worlds of romance and delight. My name is Hugo, and I am a licensed aromatherapist. Can Hugo interest you in one of our fine perfumes, colognes, or aftershaves?
Aren't you a little piratey for a perfume salesman?
Hugo's not a pirate. Hugo's a model citizen, making a positive economic contribution to the economic well-being of Luca Island.
Uh-huh. You sure look like a pirate to me.
But Hugo's not a pirate. Not anymore, leastways.
How do you stop being a pirate?
By taking Ozzy Mandrill's Pirate Re-Education Mail-Order Correspondence course.
What's that?
It's a miracle, it is. In 3 weeks, it taught Hugo how to channel his destructive antisocial urges into more constructive avenues.
Like selling scented bathwater.
Precisely.
Why would you want to quit being a pirate in the first place?
Because Hugo could read the writing on the wall. Hugo saw that the pirate lifestyle was being marginalised by powerful outside interests. Hugo decided to get out while the getting was good.
Yeah. Doesn't Hugo miss being a pirate?
Not especially, no. Although sometimes Hugo misses the wind in his face. And the wenches. And Hugo misses the grog. And the decks covered with the blood of Hugo's enemies. But other than that, no, not a thing.
Eep. You wouldn't happen to have seen a no-nosed pirate run by here with a sack of loot, would you?
No, but Hugo did see you run by here with a sack of loot.
When I ran by here with a sack of loot, which way was I going?
Towards the deepest forests of Luca Island.
Thanks. What's that ungodly stench you've been exposing to unsuspecting passers-by?
That's our featured fragrance, Eau de la Chuck.
Who'd want to smell like LeChuck?
Oh, it's very popular among tourists wanting to capture that authentic swashbuckling mystique.
But LeChuck smelled like a rotting corpse.
We prefer to refer to it as earthy.
Eau de LeChuck's really that popular?
Oh, yes, sir. In the last few hours, Hugo's gone through dozens of sample bottles.
Smell you later.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
I thought that laundry got hung up after it was cleaned. Nice hatchet. I'm not picking that up. I don't want to make barrels. Whoever lives here must be pretty small. I'm not picking that up. I can't fit through that little door. I better keep clear of this before I get accused of another crime I didn't commit. It's the door to the House O' Sticks. It's a barrel of sticks. I don't think there are any sticks I want in that barrel. Just another barrel of sticks.
Freddy, where's my new walking stick?
It's right over here, Mr. Mandrill. A brand new cane, hand-carved to the exact specifications of your previous stick.
It better be, or I'll buy up your putrid little shop and replace it with something useful, like a public urinal.
I take it that you'll be putting this on your tab, Mr. Mandrill?
What do you think?
You know, if I weren't a peaceable sort, I'd whack that gentleman over the head with one of my sticks. I wouldn't stop whacking until his brains leaked out all over my rustic, hand-polished hardwood floor. Yep,
But you're a peaceable sort, right?
yep.
Must be the guy who makes these sticks.
Yep, Freddy's my name. Been making sticks since you were no bigger than a toenail on a June bug.
Slightly irregular and blemished sticks. 40% off marked price. Sticks, just like every other barrel here. There's so many to choose from, I can't decide. It's a cedar-smelling pile of wood shavings. These sticks look perfectly fine to me.
To the untrained eye, they might. Those sticks didn't pass our rigid quality assurance process.
I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with them.
They're probably fine for the non-discriminating type of consumer, but those sticks wouldn't pass the muster for our high-end buyers.
It's a cedar-smelling pile of wood shavings. It is very important to choose a walking stick that fits your body, lifestyle, and temperament. Your walking stick should be no more than waist high and hefty enough to support 50% of your body weight. Active people should choose a stick that corresponds with the type of activity. Boring. I guess I don't want a walking stick that bad. This must be Freddy's calculator. Pirates don't need calculators.
Besides, it's not yours to take, Sonny.
It's Freddy's stick catalog. Why would I want to look through the catalog when I've got the real thing right here? Why would I want to look through the catalog when I've got the real thing right here? What does it take to get some service in here? I really don't need it.
No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here. No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here.
I'm back.
So you are.
I wouldn't think that a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
Well, under normal circumstances, I might agree with that sentiment. But lately, Lucre Island's been experiencing an influx of tourists, gawkers, and other assorted outsiders. They're always more than eager to purchase my authentic pirate walking sticks at a reasonable markup, of course. Besides which, I can always depend on Mr. Mandrill to break a few dozen sticks a week. He's been single-handedly keeping me in business for months.
So the walking stick market is booming, is that it?
Well, no, I wouldn't exactly call it booming, but it's putting food on the table. And if Mr. Mandrill ever pays off his tab, I can retire.
Can you help me? I can't decide which walking stick is right for me.
Well, now, in order to choose the right stick, we'll need to know a little about your walking stick needs. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Amidst dense Caribbean jungles.
Ah, the adventurous type. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll be walking with my wife. She's a governor, you know.
Whatever you say, sir. How long will you be walking on average?
8 hours, 23 minutes, 37 seconds.
Very good. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe. As luck would have it, we've got dozens of them in stock.
I'm back.
So you are.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about a no-nosed pirate, would you?
Well now, that sounds a lot like Peg-Nosed Pete. What would you like to know about him?
Who is he?
Peg-Nose? He's the greatest pirate thief on Lucre Island. No one's come within a ship's broadside of putting him in leg irons yet, but I came close once.
No.
Yes, it happened one dark and foggy night. Many years ago, I was out testing out one of my new walking stick models, the WD-32. It has a real fancy-looking wood duck engraved in the handle, and he tried to mug me.
Gosh, what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to stand for that. I raised my cane up to give him a good whack on the noggin, you betcha.
And?
And he ran away. I didn't even get a chance to swing. I guess he knows better than to mess with old Freddy. Yep.
Fascinating. Where can I find him?
You can't.
Come again?
No one knows where Pegnose's hideout is. Oh, sure. There's some rumors of him living in the middle of the treacherous Mist-So-Time Marsh. But frankly, I don't believe a human being can get there from here.
What happened to his nose?
That's something of a mystery. Most folks around these parts would tell you it was nibbled off by a duck.
Ugh.
Personally, I don't believe it.
Why not?
Well, sir, it's been my experience that ducks have exceptionally tiny teeth. It'd take a long time for a duck, even a particularly nasty duck, to nibble off a man's nose. I can't imagine a man letting a duck peck away at his nose for hours on end without seeking medical help.
Good point. So you really don't think that a duck bit off his nose?
I suppose it could have happened that way. I just find it highly irregular.
On second thought, I think I'll find out about Pegnose on my own.
Makes no never mind to me, Junior.
Stick around. I'll be back later.
Be seeing ya.
I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with them.
They're probably fine for but those
I'm not
there, but those
There's so many to choose from. I can't decide. If I took it, their clients wouldn't have anything to sit on.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who wants to litigate?
Yes?
What is it? We're quite busy.
I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit? That sounds
Intriguing.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Let's sue the electronic gaming industry for driving hardware requirements to ridiculous heights, even for simple adventure games.
What?
I have no idea why I just said that. What's the difference between a lawyer and the ghost pirate LeChuck?
Legally, the lawyer would have certain property rights.
While LeChuck, being in a state of corpus transparentis, would be...
No. One is an undead demonic plunderer, while the other's just LeChuck. Did you hear the one about the pirate who kidnapped a dozen lawyers?
Did the lawyers slap a lien on his ship?
Did he get proper representation at his trial?
No. He threatened to release one every hour until his demands were met. How can you tell when a lawyer is lying?
Oh, that's easy.
You hook him up to a reliable
Though legally inadmissible.
lie detector apparatus.
Actually, you just check to see if his lips are moving. Did you hear the one about the lawyer who sued to get into paradise?
Which one?
Henderson versus St. Peter?
Carbuncle versus heaven?
There's a lot of case law in this area.
Wow, this is a tough room. Why don't sharks eat lawyers?
Who says sharks don't eat lawyers?
Oh, but sharks eat lawyers all the time.
Once they've signed all the appropriate corpus delicti waivers.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I want to sue the twerp who's hurling boulders at my mansion.
First things first, Mr. Threepwood.
We have to stop him.
Before we can sue him.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I'd like to sue the ghost pirate LeChuck for emotional distress.
We can't sue a ghost.
That'd be unethical.
Immoral.
And besides, there's no money in it.
Well, I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do. I'll give them personal injury.
As much as I'd like to know what's inside, the lawyers would probably prosecute me to the fullest extent of the law.
You'll have to convince the court otherwise.
Returning to the scene of the crime, are you?
I was just looking for evidence.
Right. Bank's closed until my investigation is complete. So I don't want to see you going in there.
I think he's still pretty cheesed off about the bank robbery. Hey there, Moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to, until you came along, that is.
Enough about me. How's the banking business?
Oh, just great, thanks to you. Now I'm broke, and nobody on this island will trust me with their money ever again. What am I going to do now?
I'll find the guy who did it and wreak vengeance upon his soul.
That won't help me much, but watching you fall on a sword would be entertaining.
You could have a bake sale.
I've only met one person who could sell pastries to pirates, and he's in real estate.
You could steal enough to start your bank again.
I'm a banker. I don't know anything about stealing.
Let's talk about something else. Have you seen someone go by here carrying a bag of loot?
What does he look like?
Sort of like me.
Yes, I've seen him, but he didn't have a bag with him.
Really? Where?
I'm looking at him!
When are you going to reopen the bank?
Inspector Kennard won't let me inside, so even if I could afford to reopen it, I'm not allowed.
Why aren't you allowed inside?
The inspector says that it's a crime scene and needs to remain sealed until the case is closed.
Let's break in.
Unlike you, I respect authority and law. No one will enter the bank until the crime is solved.
Then why are you hanging around here? You look kind of suspicious to me.
I didn't rob the bank, if that's what you're insinuating.
I don't know. Most robberies are inside jobs.
Maybe, but all criminals return to the scene of the crime. And here you are.
Let's talk about something else. I hear my parole officer calling. See you later. I don't think he'd like that. If only I could get up to that window. Inspector Kennard can't see me over here. Wow, Lucretown is a sewage system. How nice is that? I wonder if I can get into the bank through here. Ah, it's just too heavy for me to pull open on my own. Oh, crud. I dropped the sword into the sewers. Oh well. Now it's a broken and very stinky sword. Wow. What a very deep, dark hole. Not to mention smelly. Whew. On second thought, I don't think I want to go down there for any reason. Wow. What a very deep, dark hole. Not to... On second thought... I'm not picking that up. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says, Mindy loves Fred, but scratched out right next to that, it says, Jerry loves Mindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone. Palace O Prostheses. Let's see, rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles. Nope, nothing I want here. It's the guy who runs the Palace of Prosthesis. That creepy looking guy has patches over both of his eyes.
Yeah, but my hearing is great.
Sorry. It appears to be some sort of high-tech file retrieval system. These are the controls for the file retrieval system. It's some sort of document. The name on it says Adeline A. Apricot. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies. It's the guy who runs the Palace of Prosthesis. That creepy looking guy has patches over both.
Yeah, but...
Sorry. The name on it says Adeline A. Apricot. It has all sorts of useless information. I wish they'd stop staring at me. I've had enough of touching other people's eyeballs, thanks. Well, I already have one of Deadeye's customer files. If I want another, I better put this one back. The name on it says Pagliacci v. Esterhaus. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies. What a great idea. Pity about the elephants, though. These hooks and hands look like they're falling apart.
I know. I ordered those from some fly-by-night overseas company, and now I'm stuck with them. I can't even give them away.
As much as I love free stuff, these plastic doodads are useless. I haven't seen so many pointy things in one place since my last dental checkup. Sticking my hand into a basket full of hooks seems like a recipe for disaster. The name on it says Pagliacci v. Esterhaus. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies.
Welcome to the Palace of Prostheses, home of the no detection, no infection, no rejection 30-day guarantee. You smell new. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, you don't smell so mighty to me.
What?
In fact, you smell kind of flowery.
What?
Heck, I can smell your lilacs and lilies aftershave even through my stuffy nose.
Wow, you're good.
Well, I'm Dave. Around here they call me Deadeye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
So, how's the prosthetics business?
It's been better.
Let me guess. An Australian land developer is using strong-arm tactics to try and buy up your business.
What? Where'd you get a weird idea like that?
Well, I just figured...
Well, you figured wrong. Australia, what kind of a name is that anyway?
Never mind. So what is wrong with your business?
My monkey left me.
And you're so despondent over your loss that you can't focus on your work, right?
Despondent? Over Pongo? Oh, don't be silly.
Then why was he so important?
Because Pongo handled all my paperwork and deliveries. He was the only one who understood my back office's automated Filomatic filing system. Without him, I have no idea which orders go with which customers. It's really upsetting my regular clientele.
That's terrible. Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What's he gonna do, send me a postcard?
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual odors.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today, though, my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you generously applied to your face. Fortunately, my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
So how sharp is your hearing anyway, Baldy?
Sharp enough, Pinky.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
How about something in a fashionable peg leg?
You're in luck. We've just received several baskets of steady leg ivory pegs with rubber stoppers. They're 20 doubloons apiece.
That'd be great, if I had any money. What kind of hooks are the cool pirates wearing this season?
Oh, a traditionalist. Well, nothing says yo-ho-ho in a bottle of rum quite like our Quick Gut 2000 line of hooks. Today we're having a sale. Buy one hook for 30 doubloons and get a replacement hook for free.
That's a little bit out of my range. What have you got in affordable prosthetic hands?
Well, if you're not too discriminating, there's a basket of slightly malformed redwood hands over there. We're letting them go at 5 doubloons a pop.
Gee, that does sound good. Almost wish I was carrying some money. Frankly, I'm in the market for a prosthetic nose.
Sorry, we're fresh out. It's shocking how quickly my regular customers blow through those things.
What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose through a story.
Huh?
Humor me. Once upon a time, there was a pirate named
Larry?
Larry. Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
After many years of plotting, she became head of all the families and had them both whacked. The end.
What a dreadful story.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
That's a prototype for my own Deadeye Deluxe prosthetic head. It's for pirates who've lost so many ears, eyes, and noses that they prefer to start all over with a brand new head.
How do you plan on duplicating the intricate thought process of the pirate brain?
I plan on fixing that in my first patch release.
I'm looking for a no-nosed pirate thief.
Well, we certainly get a lot of those around here.
Thieves?
No, no-nosed pirates.
Really?
Oh my, yes. You'd be amazed how often pirates lose their honkers. Does this pirate thief of yours have a name?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's too bad. Of course, even if I knew the pirate's name, it probably wouldn't matter. Without Pongo, I wouldn't be able to retrieve your pirate's file.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
This invention is really ahead of its time. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says, Mindy loves Fred, but scratched out right next to that, it says, Jerry loves Mindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone. Dave?
Yes?
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, eh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Jerry?
Jerry. Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well,
Well, what?
what happened?
Realizing that beauty was only skin deep, she married the ugliest man in town. The end.
What a dreadful story. That story's worse than the last one.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
This is something special. It's a sample of my newly created, ultra-stretchy, one-size-fits-all prosthetic skin.
Ew.
With just a few square feet of this miracle substance, a pirate can replace all the skin he's lost during a lifetime of sword fighting, knife fighting, keel hauling, and the occasional flogging. And it comes complete with a set of tiny hooks for easy attachment.
I repeat. Ew. See you later.
That makes one of us.
It looks pretty lifelike, but it feels too stretchy to be real.